Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Oscar, and in this channel we talk anything that has to do with finance, but more specifically I talk about the stock market in general. And I'm excited for today's video because today I get to share a huge milestone with everybody. My portfolio has crossed the $10,000 mark. It's taken me a little bit over 3 years to reach this point, and it all has to do with my risk tolerance, my learning curve, and of course my income and how much I'm able to deposit into this account. So in today's video, I will be going over some of the holdings that are in my portfolio that I think are important to talk about, and just to highlight how they have impacted my portfolio overall. And I will also go over my dividends because this is a dividend growth investing portfolio, or at least that's what my goal is, to over time continue to get paid out more and more dividends every single month. So I just want to go over how my dividends have been doing for the past couple months. And then lastly, I will share a graph where I keep track of all my dividends paid out since I started investing back in 2017, and just kind of show you how the compounding effect works and how the ball starting to roll even more now, and my dividends keep getting higher and higher every single month. So make sure to stick around to the last bit so you can get to see what my dividend compounding effect has been looking like lately. But before I get started, make sure to go ahead and subscribe down below if you want to stay up to date with any stock market news or how my portfolio is doing. And if you like this type of content, go ahead and give it a thumbs up because it really helps support my channel. Also, if you are inspired to start investing or you've never invested before, there's a link down below in the description where you can get 10 free dollars if you want to get started opening your M1 finance account. But I would like to say that always do your own research. Don't just buy any company just because I'm buying it or because you see anybody else talking about a specific company. Always do your own research before investing your hard-earned money. But with that, let's go down to my computer where I can show you exactly what my portfolio's been doing up until this point. So here we have my M1 finance portfolio. Current value sits at $10,574. Total market gain sits at $2,738 or 45.63%. Out of those $2,700, 157 have been in the form of dividends, and that's all coming all the way back as of July 12th, 2019. So on M1 Finance platform, I have had this portfolio going for a little over a year now, and this graph can easily show you a story of what has been going on ever since. This dip right here is when I first sold out of some companies. I believe it was Tesla and Apple, just to get some additional I just took some profits out of that and then reinvested it back into different companies. And then right after that, it kept going up for a little bit. And then this crash was because of the pandemic that we're currently going through, that the stock market crashed. But ever since, it has recovered very, very well. I took some advantage out of this crash, and I bought heavily into a bunch of companies, and has recovered nicely. And that's how we're now sitting at an all-time high in my portfolio. So let's just go down the list through my holdings. I'm not going to go through all of them because there is quite a bit of them now. I'm just going to go highlight some of the most important things that I think are more relevant and that have affected my portfolio the most. The first one is Tesla, which is the main reason why my portfolio has gone up so much in the past couple of months. Tesla, I have some returns of 495% at the moment. It's been all the way up as much as 505%, but they've been taking a dip in the past week or two. The next one is Realty Income Corporation, which is one of the companies that I've been buying the most aggressively throughout this whole pandemic situation, because they did take a huge hit. Now earned $33 in dividends. This is one of my favorite ones because it pays monthly dividends, sitting at 31 shares at an average price of $61.98. I remember when I first started buying this company back in January, I bought it at $75, but because I was buying throughout the dip, I was able to bring my average price down all the way down to $61.98 with a total cost of $1,942. So the next one in my list is Apple, which I have a total return of $121. Two reasons why this has been going on. Number one is because I've held this company for over 2 years now, and I bought it at an average price of $157. So it's had some time to grow, and now it's sitting at an average at a price of $525. So that's why I have a over 100% return on this company. And they recently just posted earnings, which is the second reason why it has gone up so much, when they blew their earnings out of the water in every single category, like iPhones, Macs, MacBooks, web services, wearables, which is like the watches and the AirPods and things like that. So all of that they beat in earnings, which caused the stock price to go up significantly. Then my next one that I think is worth talking about is Facebook, up 26%. All tech companies have been thriving throughout the pandemic, so no surprise there that Facebook is also doing good. Costco, Pfizer, decent gains. And then the ones that I do want to highlight as some new companies that I have purchased within the past week or so is AT&T and Aflac. AT&T, I just opened up a small position, but I'm going to be building it over the next couple months, maybe in the next year or so, to quite a nice size to my portfolio, probably around 6%, I'm thinking. First, initially, I bought 5 shares at an average price of $29 for a total cost of $150 because it has a dividend yield of 7%. Then the other company is Aflac, which I'm really excited about because I'm very confident in this company. It's owned 100% by Warren Buffett, so I know that it is a safe company to buy that's gonna continue to grow over the long term and also gonna continue to provide those dividends over the long term. So I opened up the position pretty small, just $120 worth of stock, which came out to 3.3 shares at an average price of $36.06. They currently have a yield of 3.09% with a PE ratio of 8.85, so it's super cheap. And yeah, this is a company that I'm gonna continue to build over the next couple months to the next year or so. Okay, so now that we've talked a little bit about my holdings and how they've been performing in the past couple months, let's just go down to my activity tab and filter by dividends, and let's just go through everything from June through today, which I'm recording this video on August 2nd at 4:17 p.m. So let's just do 8/2/2020. So this just gives me the dividends for the past 2 months. So June 5th, I got 2 cents from North American Tankers, which is that oil company holding that I have. It's one of my speculative stocks. Not really worried about that one. It's just about $200. And the next one in June, $6.84 from Pfizer. Then again in the same month, I got paid $5.74 from NAT, which is all right. Then on June 15, Next Era Energy paid me 56 cents. And again on June 15th, Realty Income Corporation, $5.33 from my monthly dividend paying real estate trust. And then again, last time in June, $9.67 from my Schwab's Dividend Equity ETF, which is the dividend ETF that I hold that has a bunch of companies that focuses on dividend companies. Then in July, I made $6.31 out of Realty Income, so that is a nice jump from the previous month to now, almost a whole dollar jump. Then JP Morgan Chase paid me $1.81. And then NRZ, which is my other speculative investment, along with NAT, that paid me $1.87. Individually, it looks like I'm making pennies for the amount of money I've invested, but when we go onto my dividend tracking chart, you can see the compound effect working quite nicely. So in the month of July, I made $10 even in dividends, and then in the month of June previous to that, I had made $28.16. If we compare that to the same 2 months of last year, let's look at July of 2019. I made $8.42, which comes out to year over year just about a 20% gain compared to this year, compared to last year. Then in June of 2019, I made only $3.24 during that month, but this year I've made $28.16, which definitely is a huge increase, almost a 10x increase. So you can see that as time goes on and I continue to reinvest my dividends and continue to add more money into the original holdings that I already have, my highs are getting higher and my low points are also getting higher, and I'm expecting to continue to receive monthly dividends from here on out. My lowest monthly paying dividend that I received this year was only $1.10. I also made another graph that illustrates my year-over-year return, which is over here. See, on my first year, when I started investing in 2017, I only made 36 cents the whole year. Well, I started halfway through the year of 2017, but the whole second half of the year, I only made 36 cents in dividends. Then in 2018, that bumped up to $20.16, which is a huge difference in that. And then in 2019, which was last year, I made $75.37, which is over a 3x increase from 2018 to 2019. And then now in 2020, so far I have made $89.63, which has already done more than the previous year, and we still have the whole second half of the year to earn dividends. So I know that my dividends for all of 2020 are going to be substantially higher than what they are right now, and I'm expecting the trend to continue onto 2021, 2022, and 2023. So with that, as you can see, my dividends have come a long way from 2017, where I only made 36 cents in the whole year. And even now, when I'm averaging around $11 or $12 per month in dividends, still not a lot of money. It's barely enough to cover your Netflix bill, but it's still some money that I don't have to work for. And the more money I reinvest back into this account, whether that is my own income that I'm depositing into the account or is reinvesting the dividends that I have already made back into the account, it's going to continue to make the snowball effect or the compound interest effect speed up. And pretty soon, before I know it, in the next year or even 2-3 years down the line, I'll be making quite a bit more money than I am now if the rate of my dividends keeps increasing how it is right now. So with that, I really appreciate you guys watching this video. I hope you enjoyed getting to see an update on how my portfolio is doing, and hopefully it inspires some people to invest some money. Like I said, if you're interested in investing, there is a link down in the description below where you can sign up to get your free M1 finance account. And if you decide to deposit $100 into it, you will get $10 free to go towards your account. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.